Caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haq Kakar has said that the entire nation stood united alongside the country's armed forces to thwart evil designs against Pakistan's prosperity and integrity. The Premier made the remarks as the nation marked its 58th Defence Day to commemorate the sacrifices of fallen heroes during the 1965 war against India. The day dawned with a 31-gun salute at the federal capital and a 21-gun salute at provincial capitals. Change of guard ceremonies were also held at the mausoleums of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah and Allama Iqbal in Karachi and Lahore respectively. In his message for Defence Day, PM Kakar said that September 6th was remembered as a day of vigour, bravery, courage and resilience. Separately, the Premier laid a wreath and offered prayers at the Pakistan Monument in Islamabad. Speaking to the media on the occasion, he said that we come here to pay tribute to the valiant sons of the soil who embraced martyrdom while ensuring the security of the nation. Moreover, President Dr. Arif Alvi said that Defence Day was observed to pay tribute to those who had sacrificed their lives for the country. The government has announced plans on Wednesday to launch a crackdown on electricity theft, which federal ministers said led to combined losses of hundreds of billions of rupees and higher bills for the common citizen. Interim Power Minister Muhammad Ali and Information Minister Murtaza Solanki made the announcement and outlined the measures they would be taking during a press conference in Islamabad.
इसका मकसद ये है कि जो बिजली की चोरी जो है इसको कंट्रोल करने के 3 हमने स्टेप्स लिए हैं। एक वो स्टेप्स जहाँ पे बिजली की चोरी कम है, 15 से 30% है, जो सबसे ऊपर वाला बॉक्स है, उसमें हम टेक्नोलॉजी के थ्रू इंटरवेंशन करेंगे। जो हमें ट्रांसफार्मर्स और स्मार्ट मीटरिंग और बाकी सॉल्यूशंस होंगे वो हम इम्प्लीमेंट करेंगे। जहाँ पर लॉस 30 से 60% है, वहाँ पर हम कंसिडर कर रहे हैं और अंडर डिस्कशन है कि उनकी जो मैनेजमेंट है वो हम प्राइवेट सेक्टर को इन्वॉल्व करें या ना करें। तीसरा, इन्फोर्समेंट जो है जिसमें 60% से ज़्यादा है, वहाँ पर इन्फोर्समेंट मेजर्स हम लेंगे और मैं अभी आपके साथ शेयर करता हूँ कि 2085 फीडर्स हैं, वहाँ पर किस तरीके की इन्फोर्समेंट होगी।
An Islamabad anti-terrorism court has granted the Capital Police 2-day physical remand of PTI President Parvez Elahi in a newly emerged terror case dating back to 18th March. During the hearing, the police sought a 14-day physical remand of the former Punjab Chief Minister, while his lawyers opposed it and urged the court to discharge Elahi from the case. The development comes a day after Elahi was re-arrested, hours after the Islamabad High Court had suspended his detention under Section 3 of the Maintenance of Public Order Ordinance and directed his release. The PTI leader has now been arrested at least 11 times in various cases since the start of June and after a statewide crackdown was launched against the PTI in the aftermath of the 9th May violence. A Russian attack on a city in eastern Ukraine killed at least 17 people as US Secretary of State Antony Blinken visited Kyiv to offer support for its counteroffensive against Russia's invasion forces. Ukraine's President Zelensky condemned the attack, which officials said hit a crowded market in a city close to the battlefield, adding that a child was among the dead, while officials said at least 32 people were injured. Russia did not immediately comment on the attack, but has denied deliberately targeting civilians. A senior State Department official said that Blinken was expected to announce a new package of US wartime assistance worth more than $1 billion during his 2-day visit. Meanwhile, a high-level US congressional delegation will meet with the top prosecutor of the International Criminal Court in The Hague on Thursday and discuss allegations of war crimes against Russian President Vladimir Putin, its chair said. The ICC had issued an arrest warrant against Putin in March, accusing him of the war crime of illegally deporting hundreds of children from Ukraine. Russia has repeatedly denied its forces have engaged in war crimes or forcibly taken Ukrainian children. Chinese Premier Li Qiang has said that it is important to avoid a new Cold War when dealing with conflicts between countries as world leaders gathered in Indonesia amid sharpening geopolitical rivalries across the Indo-Pacific region. Speaking at an annual summit involving members of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations and China, Japan and South Korea, Li said countries needed to appropriately handle differences and disputes, adding that it is very important to oppose taking sides, block confrontation and the new Cold War. High on the agenda at the gatherings in the Indonesian capital Jakarta is concern about China's increasingly assertive activity in the South China Sea, an important trade corridor in which several Asean members have claims that conflict with China's. Asean, which has warned of the danger of getting dragged into major powers disputes, is holding wider talks with Li, US Vice President Kamala Harris, and leaders of various partner countries such as Japan, South Korea, Australia, and India. However, neither US President Joe Biden nor his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping is attending the summit.